morning. Today we are going to be doing Legos in 2-point perspective. So the first thing that we need to do is draw in our vanishing points. So I'm going to come in about halfway through. Remember, we don't have to draw the horizon line this time. And I'm going to draw in my vanishing points with 2 dots. The next thing I'm going to do is decide how tall I want my stack of Legos. And I am going to draw a vertical line for my stack of Legos. It's up to you how tall you would want yours. But today is just practice, so you might try making a bigger stack. Then we're going to go from the top of our line. We're going to set up a basic cube. We're going to go from the top of the line to our vanishing point. Draw a line as thick or thin as you want your stack of cubes. Do the same thing on the bottom. I suggest having one end that's thinner and one end that's a little bit wider. And connect them. The next thing we're going to do is finish out the other side of our cube. Again, I suggest having one end that's a little bit wider than the other, so that's probably my skinnier end. So I'm going to make an end that's a little bit wider. Always lining up to my vanishing point. If you're not lining up to your vanishing points, it's not going to work. Good. Then you are going to divide up your Legos into even sections. You can measure and do the math and divide out, or you can just eyeball it. As long as they're pretty even, you should be fine. Then I'm going to go from each dot to both vanishing points. So I'm going to do one side first, line my dot up to my vanishing point, draw a line, line my dot up to my vanishing point, draw a line. We're going to go all the way down. Do the same thing on the other side. Make sure you're always going to your vanishing point. Okay, perfect. So now we have a stack of Legos. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to come in and divide up your Lego stack. Remember, if the Lego is long on one side, it's going to be short on the other. You can have some square Legos. You can have some rectangular ones. That is up to you how you want to do that. Great. So now you should have a block that looks something like this. Yours will be a little different than mine. And I'm going to erase away a Lego. You could do it in multiple spots if you wanted. I like to start when I'm doing this project with a big block and then kind of chip away at it. I'm going to erase away a couple. Now I want you to crisscross. So I'm going to go from this corner to this line. If you have anything on this side, it'll go to this vanishing point. So we also have this one. If I have anything on this side, which I do, it would go to the opposite vanishing point because we're crisscrossing. All right, excellent. So you should have something that looks kind of like this. You can make one of your blocks jut out further than the others. Maybe I want this to be a rectangle instead of a square Lego. So I could just line my line up to what I already had and extend it if I wanted to. And erase away what I have left over. I could also add a Lego to the top that has a different corner. So I could draw a random vertical line wherever I want my corner to be, and then line it up to my vanishing point. Now I have created a Lego whose main corner, see the main corner for all of these Legos is this block. The main corner for this one is over here. Just makes it a little bit more complicated looking. I can also add one, so I can come out here, also do a random vertical line. I didn't get that line very straight. You always want to make sure you get them nice and straight. So if it's not straight, don't be afraid to erase it and fix it. I'm going to line up to this vanishing point until it hits my big set of blocks. I'm going to do the same thing again. Remember, we go from the top to the bottom, both to the vanishing point. On both sides, I'm going to do this side short because this side is the short side of the Lego. Connect it. Now I have this weird space right here, so I got to go from this corner. Remember, we got to crisscross. Then you can erase away everything on the inside of that Lego. And you will just keep adding using all of these techniques. You can create more stacks. You can just create more Legos that jut out. Once you get all your basic blocks in though, you'll go in and make it look more Lego-y. So Legos always have 2 rows of circles. Make sure you're letting your circles get smaller as they go back, so it kind of gives that illusion. On these, you'll just see the top. If it's above the vanishing point or above the horizon line, you'll see the top of the Lego like this. If it's below the vanishing point, you'll see these circles. You may even see the circles that they connect to the bottom. So now we have Legos. So again, I could just keep on going and start another stack somewhere else, or keep adding random Legos that jut out and connect. What you do from here is up to you.